Namaste, everyone. This is your healer, Ritika Jaiswal. I welcome you all to the book study session of Autobiography of a Yogi. So we were doing chapter 12 and we'll be continuing chapter 12. हम लोगों ने last, I think, page 92 तक किया. So we'll start from page 92 and then we'll continue. So just let me share the screen. Yeah. So over here we saw that Guruji has gone to his teacher Sri Yukteswar Giriji's ashram to learn to get the teachings. So let's see now what's the conversation happening with them. Uh, no man's body is precious. It has the highest evolutionary value because of unique brain and spinal center. These enable the advanced devotee to fully grasp and express the loftiest aspect of divinity. No lower form is so equipped. It is true that one incurs the debt of minor sins if he is forced to kill an animal or any living thing. But the Vedas teach that wanton loss of a human body is a serious transgression against the karmic law. So over here, the teacher is telling that there our body, human body is made. It is very the highest evolution. What is done is in human body, that is your brain, that is your unique brain, and your spinal center. These enable the advanced devotee to fully grasp and express the loftiest aspect of divinity. So, so these your brain and your spine. It helps to grasp and express the loftiest aspect of divinity. Means spirituality. No lower form is so equipped. Means coming like after human, there are animals. So there is no other form, no other being is as divine as human. It is true that one incurs debt of minor sins if he is forced to kill an animal or any living. When we kill animals for our, for eating or, insects, so it says that is minor debt. But the Vedas teach that wanton loss of human body is a serious transgression against the karmic law. I sighed in relief. Scriptural reinforcement of natural instinct is not always forthcoming. So this line is very important. I was just reading a few meanings. But the Vedas teach that quantum loss of human body is a serious transgression against karmic law. Means deliberately or carelessly you are wasting your human life. It has major violation of law of karma. Suppose you have got this body, so evolved body, and you are just doing monotonous things in your life. You're not taking care of this beautiful gift that your body is doing. So it has a major karmic implication. So the sentences warns that treating human life lightly or throwing it away can result in heavy karmic consequences, because being born as human is rare and valuable opportunity for spiritual growth. So you can understand, it is written in our Vedas that you cannot take this human life so lightly, because it can result in heavy karmic consequences. Because once you get human body, you have got a great blessing. So over here, the Guruji is saying, I sighed in relief. Scriptural reinforcement of one's natural instinct is not always forthcoming. It so happened that I never saw Master at close quarters with a leopard or tiger, but a deadly cobra once confronted him, only to be conquered by my guru's love. This variety of snake is much feared in India, where it causes more than 5,000 deaths annually. The dangerous encounter took place at Puri, where Sri Yukteswar had a second hermitage, charmingly situated near the Bay of Bengal. Prafulla, a young disciple of later years, was with Master's occasion. We were seated outdoor near the ashram. Prafulla told me a cobra appeared nearby, a 4-foot length of sheer terror. Its hood was angrily expanded as it raced towards us. My guru gave a welcoming chuckle as though to a child. I was beside myself with a consternation to see Master engage in rhythmically clapping of hands. He was entertaining the dread visitor. I remained absolutely quiet, inwardly ejaculating what fervent prayers I could muster. The serpent, very close to my guru, was now motionless, seemingly magnetized by his caressing attitude. The frightful hood gradually contracted. The snake slithered between Master's feet and disappeared into the bushes. So earlier in this book, we have seen that we heard about the tiger, like how the saint master, like tiger, tamed the tiger. And but over here, when it came to his teacher Sri Yukteswar ji, so this incident took place in Puri, where a cobra came, and how the cobra spreads its hood to attack. When it attacks, it spread its hood. So then he said his teacher came, he rhythmically clapped, and then the cobra gradually contracted his hood and then just slithered away between Master's feet and disappeared into the bushes. So why my guru moved his hand and why the cobra would strike them were, why my guru would move his hand and why the cobra would not strike them were inexplicably to me. Prafulla concluded, I have since come to realize that my divine master is beyond fear of hurt from any living creature. One afternoon during my early months at ashram, found Sri Yukteswar's eye fixed on me piercingly. You are too thin, Mukunda. His remark struck sensitive point that my sunken eyes and emaciated appearance were far from my liking was testified by rows of tonic in my room at Calcutta. Nothing availed. Chronic dyspepsia had pursued me since childhood. My despair reached an occasional zenith when I asked myself if it were worthwhile to carry on the life with a body so unsound. Medicines have limitations. The creative life force has none. Believe that you shall be well and strong. So the teacher said, Mukunda Guruji, that you are very thin. You should take care of your body. So he said, in his early childhood, since childhood, he had this disease, and now the medicines also has limitation. So then the teacher said, like creative life force has none. We as healers always, we also say this thing, like we don't interfere with the medicines, but we work with energies, with the creative life force. So over here, his teacher, his guru is also saying the same thing. Believe that you shall be well and strong. Sri Yukteswar's word aroused a conviction of a personally applicable truth which no other healer, and I had tried many, had been able to summon within me. Day by day, behold, I waxed 2 weeks after Master's hidden blessing. I had accumulated the invigorating weight which eluded me in the past. My persistent stomach ailment vanished with a lifelong permanency. On later occasion, I witnessed my guru instantaneous divine healing of persons suffering from ominous disease, tuberculosis, diabetes, epilepsy, or paralysis. No one, not one could have been more grateful for this cure than I was at a sudden freedom of my cadaverous aspect. So he said, like, after the blessings of the teacher, so many things get healed. And so does it happens with us. So that's why, Guru is very important in your life. Years ago, I too was anxious to put on weight. Sri Yukteswar told me. During convalescence after severe illness, I visited Lahari Masya in Banaras. Sir, I have been very sick and lost many pounds. I see, Yukteswar, you made yourself unwell and now you think you are thin. This reply was far from one I had expected. My guru, however, added encouragingly, let me see. I am sure you ought to feel better tomorrow. Taking his words as a gesture of secret healing towards my receptive mind, I was not surprised the next morning at a welcome ascension of strength. I sought out my masters and exclaimed exultingly, Sir, I feel much better today. Indeed, today you invigorate yourself. No, master, I protest. It was you who helped me. This is the first time in the week that I had any energy. Oh, yes, your malady has been quite serious. Your body is frail yet. Who can say how it will be tomorrow? The thought of possibly return of my weakness brought me a shudder of cold fear. The following morning, I could hardly drag myself to Lahari Masya's home. Sir, I am ailing again. My guru glanced with quizzical. So once more, you indispose yourself. So time and again, he was getting ill, and whenever he used to get ill, he used to go to his guru, and then the teacher would say that again you have made yourself sick. Gurudev, I realize now that day by day you have been ridiculing me. He was thinking that his teacher is making fun of him. My patience was exhausted. I don't understand why you disbelieve my reports. Really, it had been your thoughts that have made you feel alternatively weak and strong. My master looked at me affectionately. You have seen how your health has exactly followed your expectation. Thought is a force, even as electricity or gravitation. The human mind is a spark of almighty consciousness of God. I could show you that whatever your powerful mind believes very intensely, would instantly come to pass. I think I'll just mark this thing. See, thought is a force. I'll just upload it also. So thought is a force, even and as electricity or gravitation. Human mind is a spark of almighty consciousness of God. I could show you that whatever powerful mind believes very intensely would instantly come to pass. If you believe you want to be successful, if you believe you are successful in everything you do, you will make it happen. So, whatever your mind believes, it happens. If you believe that your body is fit and fine, it will happen. Knowing that Larry Mahasya never spoke ideally, I addressed him with great awe and gratitude. Master, if I think I am well and have regained my former weight, shall that happen? It is so. Even at this moment, my Guru spoke gravely. His gaze concentrated on my eyes. Lo, I felt an increase not alone of strength but of weight. Lahiri Mahasya retreated into silence. After a few hours at his feet, I returned to my mother's home, where I stayed during my visits to Banaras. My son, what is the matter? Are you swelling with dropsy? My mother could hardly believe her eyes. My body was now of the same robust dimension it has possessed before my illness. I weighed myself and found one day that I have gained 50 pounds. They remained with me permanently. Friends and acquaintances who had seen my thin figure were aghast with the wonderment. A number of them changed their mode of life and became disciples of Lahiri Masi as a result of this miracle. So when Sri Yukteswar ji got back his weight, he gained weight. So a lot of his, people who witnessed this became disciples of Lahiri Masi. My Guru awake in God knew this world would to be nothing but an objectivized dream of the creator, because he was completely aware of his unity with the divine dreamer. Lahiri Mahasya could materialize or dematerialize or make any change he wished in cosmic vision. So Lahiri Mahasya's strength is like, we know about Paramahansa Yogananda. We are coming to know about Sri Yukteswar ji, how what kind of a teacher he was. Just a second. So yeah, so I'll repeat once again. So we knew about Paramahansa Yogananda, how Guruji was. Then now we are knowing how Sri Yukteswar ji was. And now we are coming to know about how Lahiri Mahasaya was. What were his strengths? So many of us have seen his picture, and if you have seen his picture, I find very, very soft face, very nice face. So just a second. Yes. So over here, with the divine dreamers, Lahari Masya could materialize or dematerialize or make any change he wished in the cosmic vision. Means whatever he used to see in the cosmic vision, in the inner world, he can materialize anything, he could dematerialize anything. So, do you understand what a great manifester he was? Like we say, no, manifest it. So we know how to materialize things, but we don't know how to dematerialize things. So next, all creation is governed by law. Sri Yukteswar concluded, the ones which manifest in the outer universe is discoverable by the scientists are called natural laws. All creation is governed by law. The one which manifests in the outer universe is discoverable by the scientists, and these are called natural laws. But there are subtler laws ruling the realms of consciousness, which can be known only through inner science of yoga. The hidden spiritual, yeah, the hidden spiritual planes also have their natural and lawful principles of operation. It is not the physical scientist, but the fully realized master who comprehends the true nature of matter. Thus, Christ was able to restore the servant's ear after it had been severed by, servant's ears after it has been severed by one of the disciples. So Sri Yukteswar was fearless interpreters of scriptures. Many of my happiest memories are centered in his discourses. So now the strengths, what Sri Yukteswar ji would do, he was a fearless interpreter of scriptures. He used to interpret, he was a very good interpreter of scriptures. But his jeweled thought were not cast into ashes of idleness or stupidity. One restless movement of my body or my slight lapse into absent-mindedness sufficed to put an abrupt period of master exposition. You are not here. Like, if the teacher is giving him some teaching and he's thinking something, so the teacher would immediately say, you're not here. And he would like, I'm here, I'm listening to you. It's raining very heavily outside and it's thundering also. So you're not here. Like, I also, my thoughts immediately switched over there. So you're not here, Master interrupted himself one afternoon with the disclosure. As usual, he was keeping track of my attention with the devastating immediacy. Guruji, my tone was protest. I have not stirred my eyes. I have not moved. I can repeat each word you have uttered. Nevertheless, you were not fully with me. Your objection forces me to remark that in your mental background, you were creating three institutions. I think I have already covered this in my previous video. I feel I'm just repeating it. So anyways, not an issue. We'll be able to connect. So he's saying that, your mind is not over here. Back of your mind, you're creating three institutions. Excuse me, I'll just get my water. So over here he's saying that you're creating three institutions. One was Sylvan retreat on the plain. another on the hilltop, and third by the ocean. Those vaguely formulated thoughts had indeed been present almost subconsciously. I glanced at him unapologetic. I glanced at him apologetic. What can I do with such master who penetrates my random musings? Means, do you understand? You get a teacher, whatever you're thinking, he's watching. And I think it happens with us. Maybe we are not aware, but the teacher is having at watch at our thoughts also. So the three institution which he said you're thinking about. So here is the picture of three institutions. Main building at the Mount Washington Estates in Los Angeles, established in 1925 as American headquarters for the Self-Realization Fellowship. Then a Self-Realization Church of All Religion, Hollywood, California. You have given me that right. The subtle truth I'm expounding cannot be grasped without your complete concentration. Unless necessary, I do not invade the seclusions of other mind. Man has natural privilege of roaming secretly among his thoughts. The unbidden Lord does not enter there, neither do I venture intrusion. You are ever welcome, Master. So now the teacher is saying that, man has the right to think anything they want to think. And it's not my nature to, to invade in someone's mind and watch his thoughts. But then he said, Guruji said, like, Master, you are welcome. You can, you can have a look at my thoughts. Your architectural dream will materialize later. Now it is time for study. So I would like to share one thing over here that, when it happens with a lot of people who have high intuition. So the intuition is quite high. They are connected with their higher self. It happens that they get visions of the future. They think they get they have the power to get to know what would happen in the future. They get visions, they get glances, they get dreams. But it is about the future. So over here, this line, your architectural dream will materialize later. Now it's time for study. So those things might be happening in the future. So currently, what that matter is our present. So people with my messages for people who have intuition, strong intuition, they get visions, they get dreams. So when you get those things, don't panic. If you want, you can journal it and then be patient. Do whatever you are doing. So this is a very beautiful line. And I think we all spiritual aspirants who are in our spiritual journey will connect to it. Thus, incidentally, my guru revealed in his simple way the coming of three great events in my life. Since early youth, I had enigmatic glimpse of three buildings, each in different settings. In the exact sequence Sri Yukteswar had indicated, these visions took ultimate form. First came my founding of boys yoga school in Ranchi, then my American headquarters on the Los Angeles hilltop. Finally, Hermitage in Southern California by the vast Pacific. Master never arrogantly asserted, I prophesy that such and such event shall occur. He would rather hint, do you think it may happen? But his simple speech had Vedic power. There was no recanting, never did his slightly veiled words prove false. So he's saying that what his teacher used to say, his teacher used to give an affirmative sentence, a clear sentence. This will happen. The teacher never said, do you think it will happen? Anything what he said, all came true. Sri Yukteswar was reserved and matter of fact in demeanor. There was not of vague or draft visionary about him. His feet were firm on earth, his head in heaven of heaven. Practical people aroused his admiration. Saintliness is not dumbness. Divine perceptions are not incapacitating. He would say the active expression of virtue give rise to the keenest intelligence. So again, I will explain this line. This is a very beautiful line. Yes, the active expression of virtue gives rise to the keenest intelligence. Means when you consciously practice good qualities like honesty, kindness, compassion, self discipline, it sharpens your mind and deepens your understanding. So now I'm remembering there's when you go to any spiritual institution to seek spiritual teachings, they have some fundamentals, law, virtues. So over here the teacher is also saying that when you have qualities like virtues like honesty, kindness, discipline, you know then it sharpens your mind and deepens your understanding. So over here, active expression, not just having good intention, but living them through actions. Like, you are being honest at your work. Whatever work you do, you are being honest in your work. So what it does, you're not just talking about honesty, you are living that honesty. Give rises to the keenest intelligence, the most insightful, sharp, and awakened form of intelligence, not just academic smart, but wisdom. We say no, wise people are more intelligent compared to people who have academic knowledge. So, in simple terms, when you live virtuously, live your life virtuously, your mind becomes clearer, more aware, and more in tune with truth. So, it is often said what I feel, and as per my experience, the first step of growth or self growth, self discovery is being honest to yourself. When you are honest to yourself, you will gradually you will start seeing clear picture of everything in your life. So if self honesty is like for example, if someone has anger issues and he is being honest, he's saying that yes, I have this issue, I have this problem. So these things, this awareness, self-awareness, self-discipline, taking actions to to change yourself, to it develops your keenest intelligence, it makes you more and more wise. So yes, we'll continue. In Master's life, I fully discovered the cleavage between spiritual realism and obscure mysticism. I think this chapter 12 has got so many things to explain. It is like, over downpour of so many teachings. So I will just stop over here and I'll continue this in my next video because this is again a very deep topic. Okay.